Hello. Hello, everyone. I wanted to make sure I got everything set up, but here I am. I know I said 12, but what is 5 minutes, right? So today we are actually just welcoming in everyone, letting you get this time with me. I am live and I'm going to post this on YouTube as to what this community is, what we do. I'm also on TikTok as well. So bear with me, you guys. I'm going to be looking back and forth. But it's so good to see you guys. I'm so excited about everything that I have taken time to bring to the community as far as spiritual coaching, life coaching, tarot readings, all kinds of things. It's going to be really good. And I'm actually here to, wait, what's my name first, right? My name's Destiny. So I created IammyDestiny on a journey for myself spiritually and life been lifing a lot of us. And I think that it's important to have a community. And I think that it's important to have someone who has experienced certain areas of life, giving back information, giving back the support, giving back the assistance, and kind of taking your hand to lead you along the way and letting you guys know that life may be lifing, but guess what? Life don't have control over us, okay? So if you're on TikTok, make sure you're following me on Patreon. If you're on Patreon, make sure you're following me on YouTube, all of the things. So that way you can just see what the community is about and what I have to offer for you guys. So welcome in. If anybody has any questions, let me know. Like I said, I'm streaming on YouTube. I'm streaming on Patreon at the same time as TikTok. So why I created this Patreon group. So currently I'm on TikTok and I do readings, I do spiritual guidance, coaching, things like that. But what I notice is that between TikTok, and then me actually wanting to help and be of assistance, TikTok may be a little bit saturated. You know what I mean? It may be a little bit different. So I wanted to open up my time and my experience and education to bring you guys more than just the readings, because it's more than that. It's more than just getting readings on other people. It's more than just getting readings on, well, what's happening for me next? This is a whole life journey, and this is a whole experience for all of us to live and thrive and figure out who we are internally. Some of us may have trauma. Well, we all do. Some of us may have trauma. Some of us may be in the process of healing that. Some of us may be, in different areas of our healing journey. But I think that it's very important for us to have a community and be open and honest and sharing what it is that we are experiencing. So I have my TikTok group over here. Hey guys. Hey Rosalind, Sweet Tea. How's it going? Rhonda. I think, again, that it's very important for us to build a community. So that's what I wanted to do. So as far as Patreon, I do have several memberships, and in those several memberships, there's a lot of things that I offer. So if you're someone who wants to join the book club, we have a book club, and in the book club, there's going to be a lot of let's say fulfillment in the books, because I'm very particular about what books that I read, self-development books, spiritual books, and things like that. So the first book that we're going to be reading is by Joe Dispenza, and it's about reprogramming the mind, reprogramming your ways of thinking, because of course all of us have been conditioned to what your parents taught you, what your grandmother taught you, what society is teaching you, what your school taught you, and things like that. And I think it's very important to have your own thought and your own ways of thinking. I think it's very, very important for that. So that's the first book that we're going to be reading. So follow me on Patreon if you want to join that. We'll also, of course, have community reads, collective reads. I'm going to be doing readings on each individual sign, of course. Gemini, gang, we the top tier, okay? Don't be hating, we the top tier. But I'm going to be doing different readings for those who just want the readings. Now, when it comes to the workshops, there's going to be a lot of workshops too. So crystal workshops, learning more about crystals, how to manifest, of course, manifesting money, knowing the difference between money as a physical, money as an energy. It's just going to be grand over there, you guys, okay? I'm going to be teaching you guys everything that I know as far as my spiritual journey. So hello, guys. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to double tap, those of you who are watching. So what else can I tell you? Oh, we will have, so you'll be seeing behind the scenes how I prepare for these readings, meditation videos, sound bowl videos. Just, it's going to be like a smorgasbord. I finally can use that word because I've never used it. So here I go. A smorgasbord of, assistance in the spiritual, not only in the spiritual, but just in this energy that we're in now. It's the year of 9. It's the golden year. We are in a lot of energy as far as, a collective and in this world. And I think that it's very important for you guys to get yourselves together. Okay. If we want to see the change, we have to be the change. I think that's very important for us to be the change if we want to see it. No more complaining, no more woe is me, no more why am I going through this? We gonna figure it out, okay? I'm gonna help you figure it out, boo. So don't forget to follow me on YouTube. It's IammyDestiny. Patreon is IammyDestiny 111, yeah. And then TikTok is I Am My Own Destiny. So I can't wait to kind of just, I feel like the process has already began, and it's taken me y'all. I've had YouTube, Patreon, everything in my back pocket since May 2023. And my spirit guides tell me it's not time yet. We'll let you know when it's time. So when this whole TikTok thing happened, I was like, oh, this must be the time. This is the time that you're talking about. So everything was already set up. I already got myself familiar with how to stream. I already got myself familiar with how to do thumbnails and things like that. Let me tell you, baby, I'm 40 years old. Okay. I'm a little vintage. I like it, but I had to teach myself how I had to YouTube some videos, how to set up your Patreon, how to set up your YouTube. So I've been doing that for almost a year. And I knew that for me, it was very important for me to share me with you guys and my experience and the ideas that I have. So I'm excited. And I want you guys to be excited. For me, this is my passion and this is my purpose. In my spiritual journey, I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned about why I'm here, what my purpose is, who I am internally and on the exterior. First of all, I'm a Gemini sun. Okay. Scorpio moon, Cancer rising, boo boo. All right. So I got a lot of water in my chart. Sometimes I'm very emotional, but I've learned how to manage my emotions. I'm definitely an empath, and I definitely understand that, when we grow through things, sometimes it can be very challenging, especially on an individual basis. It can be very challenging. And so you want to be around people with the same mindset of growth, the same mindset of value, and the same mindset of we got to think bigger than before. And that's what I want to share with you guys. So I love this. I'm looking at you guys. I'm looking over here on Patreon and on YouTube, and I'm so excited. I've never been this fully myself. And so I want to share that with you guys. And I want everybody to feel what it feels like to really know who you are, why you're here, what your purpose is, knowing that challenges are just here to make you greater. Challenges are here to make you greater. They're not meant to stress you out, overwhelm you, all of those things. And so I'm going to teach you the tools as to how to obtain how to manage your emotions, your mental, how to not allow things to get to you, how to overcome the obstacles of life. It's important. It's important. And of course, with all of these things that are going on in the world right now, I'm not going to say it's none of our business, but it's none of our business because we working on us inside, internally. Okay. And there's no way that we can control what is going on. So why give it our energy? You can be aware if you like to watch the news. I don't. I haven't watched the news in like 10 plus years. But we need to be aware of what's going on. But guess what? We don't have to bring our emotions into it because that's going to get us off track of what it is that we're doing, what it is that we're being, what it is that we're becoming. And so it's very important for you to tap into yourself and learn who you are and why you're here. Learn about your triggers, your trauma. Learn about your shadows. Because every version of you, even if you think that it's the worst version of you, is still you. And you have to learn how to bring all of those versions of you with you to help you along this journey. So that's why I'm here. So I'm excited. If anybody on TikTok has questions, let me know. Like I said, I'm right now recording on YouTube and on Patreon, and I'm over here on TikTok as well. So I just wanted to come in here and let you guys know about the community because, baby, okay, we got some things coming in and some things are changing. Rosalind, thank you so much. I love you so much. Thank you. This ain't the end. This is not even the beginning. Do y'all understand? This is just the calm before the storm. And I don't want to scare anyone. I don't want you to feel like, uh-oh, what's next? But I want you guys to understand that when you prepare, nothing will keep you off guard, okay? You're going to be on your toes, honey. So when things do start to happen in transition, ain't no way they're going to come for you. And ain't no way they're going to affect you, okay? So let's get that clear. Hey, Christina. Christina. What's up, girlfriend? Let me see what else I can tell you guys about the memberships. So we have you can follow for free. You can follow if that's your thing. If you just want to be nosy and see what's going on, you can follow. There just won't be access to a lot of the videos, so workshops and things like that. You can also just wait and become a member and see which one that you want to join. So that's like the first tier, I guess. The second tier is going to be a book club. So we're going to be exploring both the spiritual and self-development themes. We're going to be reading these books, sharing with each other. There's chat on Patreon where we can come in and we can, just, hey, how did you like it? Ask questions, answer questions to get that thought process going. You want to be around people who are going to pour into your way of thinking and knowledge. Not saying that you have to agree with them, but just saying that it's great for us to share emotional information, growth information that's going to set us up for value, right? So we have the book club. So that's the mystic circle, baby. If that's you, that's for you. So the Oracle's Apprentice is to deep dive into the mystical arts of spirituality, right? To have access to readings and energy readings, monthly readings, weekly readings. And it's very important to just know the energy. So that way you're able to when you're in that energy, you're able to maintain a sense of, what's the word that I'm looking for? A sense of just motion, moving forward. You know what I mean? So to be aware and to have that already, that preparation, it'll set you up. I'm telling y'all, it'll set you up. So that is the second tier. The third tier. Now, each tier, the deeper that you go in, you'll get all of the other tiers. So if you want the highest tier, and I'll go through that one soon, you're going to get all the other, access to the other tiers. So the third one is, hold on, y'all. That was the third one. The fourth one here is the Secrets of Wisdom. So I named all of these, y'all, okay? The Secrets of Wisdom. So this one is for people who want to do the courses. So if you've ever wanted to learn about tarot readings, if you've ever, or how to read tarot, if you ever wanted to learn about crystals and how to dress your candles, it's going to be so much information in that. So that's the fourth tier, and then you will get everything else that is included. The fifth one is the Sage's Sanctuary. So this one is going to be advanced courses. So of course we had Crystals 101 a week ago. Next will be the Crystals Mastery course, where I teach you guys how to actually utilize those crystals in rituals, utilize the crystals as far as grids and things like that. So that will be like Crystals 102. Which the Sage's Sanctuary will be the more elevated, well, everything's elevated, but the more advanced courses or workshops. Okay. And the final one, I don't like to say last, but the final one is going to give you access to all of the other ones, and then also behind the scene videos as well. So meaning, I like to show you guys how I do my rituals every month, my cinnamon abundance ritual, how to make black salt and things like that. So if you're someone who is a mystic, who is, wanting to know more about how to bring in your alchemy, or how to be that magical person and using your potions and herbs and all of these things, plus all of the other tiers, that one would be for you. So Any questions on the Patreon? Y'all let me know. Let me know. Alex, hey, honey. We got Alex on here. Hey, honey. Christina, Rosalind. Guys, thank you so much for coming in. Camille, how you doing, honey? Anybody have any questions? If not, I'm going to leave you with just a little, I feel like I have a message and I feel like it needs time to come really quick, but I feel it like deep down in my root chakra. So you're looking into it, Alex? Okay, let me know if you have any questions, honey. That's all good. So yeah, just wanted to introduce myself. Maybe I can do that too. Maybe I can talk about me more. I don't like to talk about me. I like to talk about the other stuff, but I guess I'll talk about me. So my name is Destiny, y'all. I'm 40 years old, vintage. Okay. I feel like all of my life been on a spiritual journey, but I just wasn't aware of it. May I please have a message? We're not doing readings, honey. You got to read the room, boo-boo. Hello, Ellie. So I started my spiritual journey a long time ago when I was a child. I knew that something about me was different, and I feel like everybody has a difference within their soul, right? But for me, child, okay, I used to hear things, see things, taste things, know things. And as a kid, it could be very, very, very daunting when you're trying to express and when you're trying to tell people what it is that you see, hear, you know. I can lucid dream, but I didn't know it was lucid dreaming then. I can do a lot of things, manifest without realizing it. And a lot of people were not with that, okay? I was raised by a Christian family. Both of my parents are Christian, and nothing against people who are Christian, but they're very religious. So me telling them things like that, it was like, don't think like that, don't say that, don't do that. And it was very, very daunting for me. And it took a while for me to understand who I am, why I came here. I know my name isn't Destiny for nothing. So speed it all the way up to about, I'll say probably 2019 is when I started to see people do tarot readings and kind of do the whole crystal thing and all this. And I was very intrigued. I was very, very intrigued. So I began to search what I thought was my religion or my spiritual belief. So I actually left I was in the Vessels of Praise, okay, at Tabernacle of Praise Church, okay. I was helping out with the children's ministry. I was in church every day. I mean, reading my Bible every night and things like that. All the way from a child, all the way to when I had my own child. I used to take my son with me to church. So one day I sat with myself and I said, I don't agree with what I'm reading. It's confusing to me. And I would ask my pastor about it, and my pastor didn't have the answers. So I said, it feels like I need to seek the answers for myself. So I actually researched Buddhism, Hinduism, all kinds of isms, okay? Because I was like, where am I supposed to be? I don't know. Until I found that my spiritual belief was whatever I felt and believed for me. What I deem to be true for me. And for me, do I believe in God? Yes, I believe that God is a higher power, and I believe that God is an energy. And that's just me. And to each his own. We all believe in a power. We all have different names for it. And to me, there's no difference unless you're thinking outside of yourself. There's a difference there. We'll get on that, another subject. How old were you? When what? I feel like I've been on that for the past couple of years. I was little. I was young when I used to smell my grandmother. I used to see things walking around. So I'm just going to say that. and I didn't understand. So I was very, very young. I was very young. I mean, I'm going to say about 5. I want to say about 5. And of course, when you start to get more vintage and now you're around different people and then the partying started and the drinking started, all these things, I feel like most of my powers were muted, and I had to find my way back. So finding my way back really, really helped me acknowledge who I am and what I believe. So around 2019, I started off with crystals. And then from crystals, I started to, of course, I read The Secret. Of course, I was reading books and figuring out what manifestation really was, and leading from crystals all the way up till now. I feel like I'm in this high priestess kind of energy for myself. So I receive messages and I dream and I, have all of these things, which I don't want to kind of lean into that just yet. But it took a while for me to get back to a place of my spirituality and connection with myself and what I knew was right for me. So sorry, I keep doing this because my eyelash is hitting my glasses and I'm like, we're going to need you to fix, boo. So in this process of me finding me, okay, I was in a very emotional and emotionally, mentally abusive marriage. And I said, oh no, something has to be better than this. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like right then was when I was punched in the face. Like, girl, you're going to have to do something. You're going to have to be more aware of yourself, aware of, because as an empath, I tended to, in the past, attract narcissists. I attract people who took advantage of me or who I allowed to take advantage of me. I attract a lot of things that weren't for me. And so I knew that I had to change myself in order for things around me to change. I feel like a lot of people try to change the things around them. You can't control people and you can't control things. You can only control yourself. You can only lead yourself to the direction of clarity. It's not going to come from an outside source. It's going to be within. So I started to do the work. I lost 45 pounds. I started to work out. I started to meditate. I started to really, really pull into me. I wanted to know who I was. I wanted to understand why I kept attracting such partners. I wanted to understand why money was an issue for me. I wanted to understand all of these things. And so I began my journey, and it's been very, very fulfilling. So now I know what I know and experience what I experience. I know that I am meant to hold the hand of others and to lead them into this same type of direction. So that's why I'm here, to lead you guys through your spiritual journey or your journey of inner clarity, meaning who you are, why are you here, what's your purpose, and to detach from the things that trigger us, keep us from growing, keep us stagnant, and all of those things. So that's why I'm here. So just a little bit, I didn't get too deep into it because it's very deep. Stay tuned for the book. But I know that what I'm doing will help a lot of people. And I hope that from just the tarot readings and then just me being a sound voice in helping you guys understand that there's always going to be someone growing through more than you and experiencing more than you. Don't think that your life is ruined or it's horrible or things are not going for you. There's always going to be someone going through worse than you. But understand that God, the creator, whoever it is that you deem the ruler, will not put you through anything that you can't handle. It's meant to help you grow, help you experience, help you understand, and push you forward and motivate you. So I think that's about it. I talked about the Patreon. I talked about myself just a little bit. I don't like to really talk about myself, but I do like to give examples for you guys through my experience. And then my vision is just, again, to build a community that I can support and then that we can support each other, because I've learned so much from just connecting with people and doing my readings. I'm also a spiritual life coach. So all of my spiritual life coach clients, thank you so much for your story and your experience, because I've learned so much about people, about life, and about myself through you guys. You are a reflection of me. I am a reflection of you. We're all one. We are all a community. We are all a collective. And I think that it's very important for us to share our testimonies. And I think it's very important for us to support through our testimonies and our experiences, to understand that you're not the only one experiencing it, boo. You're not the only one that's here. And I think that we forget that a lot. And I think that we forget to acknowledge others. Example, I want you guys to, thank you. They said this is what we wanted you to say. I want you guys to, when you're out in the world this weekend, I want you to observe. Just observe, not engage. Just observe. Go about your business. If you go to the grocery store and you're doing your grocery shopping, grocery shop. But I want you guys to observe everyone and take a moment and just look. I call it people watching. I love people watching. And I want you guys to journal about what you felt or what you saw from the people around you. Because I feel like for me, and I'll share what I had journaled about, I feel like a lot of people are, of course, in their own world because we're all in our own stories, but we forget to acknowledge each other. When I was young, people would say, good morning, how are you? How's your son? Haven't seen you in a while. It was very engaging. And the city that I live in, when I went out the other day, everyone's heads were down. No one was looking at each other. No one was engaging with each other. I don't even think I've seen anyone smile. And it got me, because I told y'all I'll be crying. It got me very emotional. And I was just like, this is nuts to me. Of course, we're in our own story, but then also we got background characters. We can engage with them too. You know, we can build community. We can speak to each other. We can say, hello, I hope you have a great day. Hi, how are you? Hey, I love your purse. You look amazing today. You look great in that yellow head wrap. Thank you. Like, you know what I mean? We don't do that enough. We have disassociated ourselves from ourselves, and we have disassociated ourselves from each other. That is the issue, I feel. So if you do have time tonight, and if you do want to do that little, I don't know, homework, whatever it is, I definitely suggest doing that because it's going to blow your mind. I told my boyfriend the other day to do it, and he texted me. He texted me and was like, babe, I see what it is. And I'm like, what is it? Because I didn't tell him, share my story with him. I just told him I want him to go and do that. And so he's like, nobody's engaging. Everyone's heads down. Da, 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 da. And he saw what I saw. Okay. So I want to see what you guys see. So don't forget to follow me. If you can comment under this video and just let me know, what did you see? We have a comment on TikTok really quick. That's a fact. People are actually surprised when I make conscious effort to treat them human. Exactly, Ellie. I get a lot of people looking at me like, who sent you? Like, where'd you come from? Like, I get a lot of people asking me that. Like, you're not from this planet. I guess I'm not, because I'm very engaging. I love people. I love people. I love myself. So why wouldn't I represent myself when I'm out in this world? Why wouldn't I represent who I am? If you ever see me, I'm going to be dancing down the frozen aisle. I'm going to be saying good morning. I'm going to walk with my head up. My head is never down, boo-boo. You understand? So I think that it's very, very important for us to realize that we are the problem. I'm going to just say it. We are the problem. Yes, I did just smack my little throat. We are the problem. I just want to let you guys know that there's nothing outside of us that we can change. But guess what? We can change the inside, and it starts with us. It starts with us. And the more that we change, and I see a lot of change. I'm not going to be hard on you too much. I see a lot of people going within, especially on TikTok and YouTube, where people are starting to meditate and starting to question their knowing of what or who God is, or, all of that. So it's pretty interesting. And I want to see more of that. I want you guys to experience it, because the way that I see the world, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And I had never in my life seen the world as I do now. Colorful. Okay. It's like I have a brand new pair of eyes, and thanks, Ross. I never thought that I would see it the way that I see it now, and understand it the way that I understand it now. So I encourage you to do that. I encourage you sometime this weekend, do that. I also encourage you after you journal about it, the next day to go out and start to say hello and start to compliment at least 3 people out in your day, at least 3 people. How are you? Saying, how are you? So that way we can get used to it. That way we can, you know what I mean? Because some people a little scared. Okay. Some people are a little scared. They're fearful of other people because, of course, hey, society's put that in our heads, these movies, all of these things, this music. We don't even trust nobody no more. And it radiates on you. Thank you, Ellie. Oh, I love yellow. Yellow should definitely be a Gemini color, but it's not. It's yellow is Leo sun sign color. So it's interesting. But I love my yellow, girl. Okay, I love all my colors. So yeah, so if nobody has any questions, I'm going to remove my energy from you guys right now. I can't wait to experience life with you guys. I can't wait for you guys to see what I have been working on for the last 2 years. I would say more years than that. I just didn't have it together the first time. Spirit said, what you doing? Didn't we tell you what to do when you're not doing it? And I said, oh. And then I started doing it. And now I'm seeing and I'm reaping and I'm sowing and I'm doing all the things, and it feels amazing. So I want you guys to feel that too. I love y'all. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace reflections.